Madison, Wisconsin is many things: state capital, college town, and cycling hotbed. It has one of the most widespread bike path systems and largest population of bike owners in the U.S. The Capital City Trail offers 17 miles of beautiful scenery and is open year-round. Portland has one of the most extensive networks of bike lanes, greenways, and paved paths in the U.S. 10% of the city's commuters travel to work by bike, ranking Portland first for bike commuting per capita among the 30 largest cities in the U.S. The Oregon Bicycle Racing Association is perhaps the nation's best example of a grassroots racing community. The Portland-based Cross Crusade series draws upwards of 1,000 participants per race. At 1 mile above sea level, and with 300 days of sunshine per year, Boulder is a mecca for endurance athletes. During the summer, the high mountains beckon. During the winter, cyclists stick to the sun-bathed plains. 10% of Boulder's population commutes by bike along a network of paths and underpasses that run through the city, and when it does snow, plows prioritize clearing the bike paths first. Anyone who's experienced a winter in Minneapolis, St. Paul might question their inclusion on this list, but they'd be wrong. Bike culture in the Twin Cities runs deep. Of major U.S. cities, Minneapolis is second only to Portland in number of bicycle commuters. The city boasts 120 miles of on-street bikeways and 90 miles of off-street lanes. A bike share program, Nice Ride Minnesota, is easy and affordable. Take a bike when you need one and return it to any station in the system when you're done. With over 50,000 students at the University of Texas, Austin has a young, vibrant energy, as well as one of the most thriving cycling communities in the U.S. In the heart of downtown Austin is the 10-mile Butler Hike and Bike Trail. The recently completed mile-long Boardwalk Trail passes through skyscrapers, neighborhoods, and grassy fields. Austin offers urban mountain biking at spots such as Barton Creek Greenbelt and Walnut Creek Park. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel recently announced that the city is building 30 more miles of bike lanes, part of a planned 650-mile cycling network to be finished by 2020. He also approved the $60 million Navy Pier flyover, the car-free zone at the heart of the city's lakefront trail system. The Chicago Department of Transportation has developed the Divvy bike share system and expanded its on-street bike network to include more than 225 miles of bike lanes and routes. The city's overall goal is to put a bike path within a half mile of every Chicago resident. From messengers to hipsters to commuters to enthusiasts, San Francisco is crawling with cyclists. It's where the critical mass ride began in 1992. The Bay Area mass transit system truly accommodates cyclists. Bikes are allowed on subway trains, BART stations have bike racks and lockers, and the Caltrain has dedicated bike cars. It's wet and it's hilly, but there's perhaps no city in America where cyclists are so universally accepted as Seattle, where seemingly everyone wears a waterproof jacket and a messenger bag. The Burke-Gilman Trail, a former railway, is a 2-lane recreational path that stretches over 25 miles along Lake Union, cutting through the University of Washington campus. One of the biggest events in the country is the 202-mile round-trip Seattle to Portland ride, which fills up its 10,000 rider capacity every year. When USA Cycling moved the site of its national road championships from Philadelphia, the event landed in Greenville, where it was held for 7 years. The route highlighted why Greenville is an ideal place to live and ride: lush landscapes, endless country roads, and a thriving downtown. Paris Mountain State Park is the main climb in the area, just 4 miles from downtown, and it is a great spot for both road and mountain bikers. New York City? Yep, that's right. Riding through the streets of the Big Apple might feel a bit like taking your life into your own hands, But so many people commute by bike in New York these days that taxis and pedestrians have learned to adapt. Much of the increase in cyclists in New York can be attributed to former Mayor Michael Bloomberg, who pushed for 350 miles of new bike lanes, many protected from traffic by concrete barriers. New York doubled its number of bike commuters between 2008 and 2012, and the city's bike-sharing program, City Bike, leads the nation with about 100,000 subscribers. So, did we miss any? What do you think is the best cycling city in the US? Let us know in the comments section down below. And if you liked this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. For a list of top 10 commuting tips, click on the top right corner of your screen. For the top 10 climbs in the US, click on the bottom right. And to subscribe to GCN, just click right in the middle of your screen.